Hello YouTube, it's the Templar Gamer. Welcome to Let's Play Warband of Vikings Conquest Reforged Edition. I don't know what Reforged Edition means, but I have it and we're playing it. So this is the newest DLC to Warband. It's not that new anymore. It actually came out quite a while ago, but I never actually beat it. I've been playing a little bit in my free time, but I found out there's I'm not sure how many branching storylines. I'm sure there are a few decisions in it that can change the storyline mode. But I'm going to be... Wow, I just knocked my desk. I hope that wasn't too loud. There are a few pretty significant changes that can really affect the game that I haven't really touched on yet. And so I'm going to be changing them for myself so it is a little different. We're going to start a new game. Storyline campaign. I'm going to do a few of these things that are different. So leveling, all this is going to be normal. Player damage, normal. I am going to be doing something that's really... So combat AI, hard. Tactical speed, fastest, campaign AI, hardcore. Bandit parties, we'll do more, I guess. So, no. Yes. No, yes. So there are a few things in here that I think. So okay, so let me go through all these decisions. Let me just tell you what I think about them. I'm gonna go from bottom up. So rest improves morale. This is fine. This is cool. This makes sense. You know, your party's restless. They want to have rest. Fine. Let them go. Let them rest. The actual equipment could be kind of cool. And, this could be alright. But I think it's still sort of silly just because money's a big issue in this game. And I'm going to have to do something later on in a couple episodes that's going to try to fix that. Blood loss, there's nothing wrong with this one. It's just that I think for longer battles, I wouldn't like to be bleeding and then have to die just randomly while I'm, on my boat. Because a stray arrow hit me. Wounds is cool. This is something that I've been using it for a while in my other campaign, and healing a wound doesn't cost a lot of money, so it's kind of cool. Shield bash is just a cool new mechanic. Gear effects skills, this is just so stupid, because in every Mount and Blade game, okay, so in Skyrim, for instance, or Fallout, there's two types of armors. No, not so much of all, but more like in Skyrim and some other RPGs. You got light armor and you got heavy armor. The thing is, though, is that both those have advantages. And Mount and Blade, though, the only advantage... There's never been an advantage for having light armor, because that's just crappier armor that doesn't cost as much. It's always been getting heavy armor is better. That's always been how Mount and Blade is played. So I think it's silly to make it affect your skills, because it affecting your skills it's not even significant enough to make me consider using lighter armor. The only reason you should have this on is if you think that there actually is a good difference between light and heavy armor. But with this on, it just means that, okay, now my heavy armor is a little bit worse, but I'm still going to use it. So I think this is silly to put on. And stamina is something that is just so dumb, because it has such potential to work well, and I've never seen it implemented correctly ever. So I'm going to take that off. Battle size will go up all the way. There's an issue with this. So someone's messaging me on Steam. I'm not going to respond. So there was something bad with this, is that I have battle sizer mod on. So I think this is actually going to be at 1500, but we'll see how it works. I'm not going to disable that. No. Yes. No. Will we put in the, I guess, cavalry? I'm not sure if I'll get a horse right now, so I'll just put in the infantry for now. No. I'm going to turn this on. It might change, though. I'm going to turn it on right now just because I don't want long, drawn-out battles that are silly. Okay, so here we go. So this is in the Anno Dominia of 867, so it's a while after the fall of the Roman Empire. The Byzantine Empire is still around. However, they don't control Western Europe at all. So you know, some quick history in case you guys don't know. You see this wall right here? This ends the maximum influence that the Romans ever had. So the Romans basically conquered all of Wales and England at sort of near the end of their empire. They never got up to Denmark or anything, but I do believe that, I'm not sure if they even got up to here, but they basically had all of France and the Iberian Peninsula and stuff. But they never got to Ireland, Scotland, Norway, like Denmark, and I'm pretty sure Frisia, which is, you know, basically the Netherlands right now. So that's just some quick history. So we are in the 9th century. Long ago are the lights of Rome, absorbed by the tides of time. Yet several centuries remain until the golden age of knights and princesses to come. It is a brutal, dark, and ruthless era of raw strength and survival, where men go to bed every night praying to see a new day. It is the age of the Vikings, the clans of Ireland, the ascensions of Wessex, the ascension of Wessex, whatever. The emergence of the kingdom of Alba. It awaits you. So Wessex. Okay, so clans of Ireland, obviously. This is obviously based pretty much around the British Isles. But the kingdom of Alba eventually becomes Scotland. Wessex eventually becomes England. Then these guys never really unite by themselves. Okay, so who are we going to be? I'm going to be a Scottish pick because I do have Scottish blood in me. I'm going to be a male. I'm going to be tall because I'm a pretty tall dude in real life. Personality, I'm going to choose a different one. So, what the heck is that? Where we go? Where can I find this? Okay, element is fire, associated with people who are persuasive, egocentric, independent, charismatic, ambitious. I don't really want to be those. Well, those are kind of good, but not really. Introversive, sensitive, intuitive, creative, perfectionist, patient, caring, tolerant. Okay, so let's go with this. We're a little depressed, whatever. Greatest virtue will be our temperance. We'll be a tempered dude. Actually, you know what? That's not true, because I'm going to be doing something else. Okay, let's be this one. So we're pretty self-absorbed. We're bad-tempered. We're not like the best dude ever. Let's do fortitude, courage. Actually, wait. Let's do this. Let's be this, actually. Okay. Let's just do this. Okay, so our father's occupation, he was an outlaw. We learned farming as a child. We were a slave, and we're a pagan right now. There's two religions in this game, Christianity and paganism. There's a few other ones, but they don't actually do anything in the game. I don't know if I want to read this, so I will. You're a youth. You're full of energy and eager to change the world around you. What if we change this? Okay. According to Galen Ancient Temperaments, your personality is this. Its element is fire, and its Hippocrates' humor is yellow bile. It is associated with people who are persuasive, egocentric, extroverted, independent, charismatic, and ambitious. These people are also words. According to the 4 cardinal virtues, recognized in the writings of classical antiquity, you most often exhibit fortitude, also called courage. It ensures firmness during difficulties and constancy in the pursuit of goals. It is a strength to make a decision based on moral convictions, whatever the consequences. You are a Scotopic, a descendant of an ancient people of uncertain origins who inhabit part of northern Britain, or the Gaulenic invaders now mixed in. You were born years ago into an outlaw. Your education was rather informal, living in abandoned huts or even along the road. You were put to work begging until you became more useful for cutting purses. Some may say your childhood was a waste, but nobody knows the shadowy back streets and streets of the town, secrets of the town like you do. Family, where am I? I'll scroll on more. Family believes in the Scandinavian gods. You soaked up all the stories told far into the night with everyone gathering around the fireplace. You're a staunch believer in the old ways. Your worship gives all the deities their due. Odin, the chief god, Thor, the god of the sky and thunder, Freya, the goddess of love, and all the rest require to oversee all the disapparent processes of the world. Okay, we're down all the way. You spent your youth as a farmer child. You put your strong back to help with farm work. You learned the land and the livestock that grazed on it. Some years you enjoyed good harvests, and others you survived on an empty stomach. You became unflappable and adept at adapting to every circumstance. Formerly, being a slave, your adult life was full of misery, forced to do all the kind of menial tasks for your workers. You grew to be thick-skinned, fast, strong. Sometimes your masters gave you no food. You had to learn to forage in the wilds in order to satisfy your hunger. Your world was small and monotonous. The days seemed to be always the same. Rain and sun punished your body during these endless work days, from sunrise to sunset. With your back aching all the time, your only reward was to see another day, though some of your fellow sufferers were not so lucky. When you got some free time, something that rarely happened, you practiced hurling stones with a simple sling. You can hit a dried gore some paces away, a distance that will cause an explosion with a satisfying crack. Let's continue. So, start off with pretty nice skills. I'm going to boost our intelligence a little bit. In fact, should I do it more? I think I'm going to boost our strength a little bit more. Boost up one more when we level up a little bit. So we're going to put this all into persuasion. And we're not going to get a horse for a while, so I'm going to keep this back. Leveling works a little bit different in this game compared to other ones. I'm going to put in some points into navigation, iron flesh, and power strike for now. And we're going to be a proper Viking, so we're going to get throwing, and we're also going to be using a polearm and a one-handed weapon. Our name will, of course, be Chuck Finley. This is actually the eldest, most back-in-time game where the Finley dynasty will be playing in. Yeah, that looks like a pretty Viking dude. Okay. You can't sleep. You can hear the constant crunch of the boat hull, smell of sea brine, and feel the breeze caressing your face. But your eyes are closed and refuse to open. Your mind keeps dreaming, remembering other times, a past life that feels far away, that you remember less every day, even though not many months have passed since your departure. Now the future is uncertain. Your journey has brought you to the Frisian Sea, hoping to find news about an old sorcerer who takes care of all ills because your mother is sick. For her, you left... just need my desk again, I'm sorry. Left everything behind, a world you knew like the back of your hand, and paid for passage on a north boat, a paunchy merchantman. It's slow and clumsy, but its captain has promised to take you to the remote part of Friese, where the sorcerer lives. Your mother travels with you. Nobody else has joined you. Her illness progresses, and there are days when she no longer recognizes you, but she appears to be completely sound at other times. Every morning you will wake up not knowing which day it will be. You will not be able to converse with her, or will you have to tie her to a post so she does not fall overboard? You need to wake up, though. Your eyes oppose you, and your mind boils with fever. One more effort. Your eyelids open. West Thuhal, Chuck Finley. Are you well today? You were moving violently in your sleep and saying incomprehensible things. My sailors thought you were being tormented by a spirit. Where am I? What is this place? Ah, this is bad. You don't remember anything. My name is Avo Lefoe. I'm the captain of this ship. the Wodenrick. You embarked with us to Friesland some weeks ago, paying well for us to take you on. Well, it's coming back to me, but perhaps you can remind me why I'm here. Now I'm really starting to worry about you. I don't know the details, but you do know that something... Your mother, whatever. She's sick, and you are taking her to a priest of great healing ability in the Frisian port where we are going. Thanks, but it's light out. Shouldn't we be under full sail? The boat is not moving. What's happening? Why have we stopped? We found a bit of wreckage, some half-sunken ships. Looks like there was a fight here recently. I have my men checking out the situation, looking for survivors. Poor bastards wouldn't have had a chance against Viking longships. We'll be on our way soon enough, though. Finally, a bit of excitement. I think I'll go help them. Maybe talk later, sir. I need to give some orders to my men. So this is just going to tell us about the thing. Oh god. Oh god! Oops. Okay, well we're back. Go to the center of the boat. We're here. Tata Baba. Bodo. Okay. Okay, let me check something really quick. Okay, sorry, I just need to look at something. It's not to Bodo. Good day, Juxmanlead. It is good to see that you are well. You were giving us a fright talking in your sleep. I hate to be the one troubled by such dreams. Fine, thank you. No one needs to worry. Perhaps not at this rate. It's good to see you up and about, friend. Also, I forgot to mention it, but you guys could see before that the second option was actually an option based on our traits. So sometimes that'll make the person like you less, sometimes it'll make them hate you more. Like you less, hate you more. I just said the same thing. Whatever. Perhaps not at any rate. It is good to see you're up and about, friend. Remind me who you are. To tell the truth, my mind is a little foggy. Why, I am Bodo. I hail from Cantabria, the kingdom of Asturias, in the north of the land that the Romans called Hispania. We become well acquainted on this voyage. So, he kind of summed it up there, but basically, if you guys ever played CK2, the Old Gods beginning is where we're starting right now. Besides the fact that Frisia is actually a kingdom, so it's a little different. But yeah, so basically, right now, the kind of like Muslim empire, original, or I guess, yeah, the Muslim, like, big empire, is shattered after a while, and they left a sultanate, or I don't know exactly what it's called, what, like, the kingdom is called. But, basically, they've left this, like, really powerful kingdom that controls most of the Iberian Peninsula. I think they control actually more than, like, modern-day Spain, but I could be a little bit wrong about that. And on the northern kind of like top left part of the peninsula, like if this right here, like let's just imagine this circle right here. Imagine his face is Iberian Peninsula. Basically like right like up here, there's a tiny kingdom called Asturias. And that's where he hails from. So right then I know what you I know you told me your story, but I'd like to hear it again. Perhaps some other time. I think right now I want to keep an eye on the horizon. I'm not convinced as the captain... I was convinced that the captain stopping here was a good idea. Word as well. Glad you are watching, my friend. I'm glad to do it for you. We've become such good friends on this trip. I'm sorry we will soon part, but if we meet again in the future and you need my help, you will have it, my friend. So I'm not going to listen to that. Let's talk to our mother. She has aged several years since her illness began. She's so frail, and she looks like she would break if you touched her. It is not the woman you know, just a vague memory of her, but she is still your mother. My son, is such a nice day. The sea is so bright. It is truly a pity having all these ships to shipwreck spoil the scene. Yes, mother, I'm glad you are well today. She smiles and looks at you with love. Not only well, but happy. I'm glad we made this trip. We must remember to be home to make dinner. Your father will expect it. So our father is dead, apparently. Mother, we are going home right now. I love you. It seems like she's got, dementia. What is the... That's a lot of fumes popping out. I forget exactly what it's Alzheimer's. Whatever. Just make sure these are right. So this, according to this, we only have 750 people, which is good. So that's still a lot. Talk this veteran. Good day to you, lad. The captain hired me to protect this ship. Here on matters of defense, my word is law. I see you must be a veteran. Can I learn about fighting from you? Indeed you can. I don't have anything better to do while we aren't in combat. I can find you some opponents on the practice if you like, or if you have any questions and theories. As a matter of fact, no, I can move on to practice. If I may say so, I see great warrior. I see great warrior in you. Some of the English are a little weird. Maybe that's how they talk back then. Maybe they're just wrong. I have a feeling it might be the other way around. They're probably there's just some mistranslations. Some sailors have been idle since we stopped. Let's see if one of them could help us. Sailor will fight you. Are you ready? Yes, I am. So I give you some weapons. So I've got a couple, oh my god. I've got a couple 1,000 hours in this game for playing it. But, oh, everyone back to the ship, hurry. But this game has really tested how good I am at it. Oh, Woden, we're in trouble. What's happened? Shh, quiet, listen. Shh, quiet, listen, we're in danger. As we were watching you fight, 2 longships arrived. Now I can see the banner. It's Sven Bullneck. Ah, damn it. You'd better pray to whatever gods you worship. Hell, you might as well pray to those you don't. Won't matter at all if he catches us. I knew this would happen. Come down and tell me who's Sven. You've not heard of him? Sven's a Viking. Worse, a Viking's Viking. He burns villages and sinks ships and enslaves or kills everyone in them. Everyone! But it's worse for the one he chooses for a hideous death as a sacrifice to his gods. Heard of Buldor, the Blood Eagle? You don't want to know what that means. Now keep quiet. You notice his hand shaking from nervousness. I think they're passing by. We stay still right here. They may just think we're another bit of the wreckage. That's our only hope. But we should have already been escaping the mist. Roman, for all it's worth. They look scared. Sven spotted us. They've turned this way. Nothing for it but to move, cut the anchor, and start rowing. Oh, Woden, it's no use. Help. Okay, all time to fight. Bodo shouts, Chuck Finley, fight! I am yet with you. You can see me in the background, jumping like an idiot. It's fine, we can win this. Bodo and some soldiers. Our mother. Mother, are you going to be helping us in this battle? Oh, God. Yeah, those are Vikings, alright. Oh. Mother, go in there. Oh, okay, veteran got knocked out. Let's see him try. Oh, my mother got knocked out. Not doing a lot of damage to him, are we? Oh god, okay, well, that was good. Strange, you've been asleep. You can't remember any nightmares. What you remember clearly are Viking warriors boarding the Woden Rick, plunging their weapons into the bodies of the captain sailors, and Bodo, the Cantabrian, defending himself like a lion until cornered. You hear his words in your consciousness. Chuck Finley, fight! I am yet with you. You remember the death, your death, when your enemies fell upon you. You still feel the wooden floor of the boat slam into your cheek. Before you could hardly breathe a goodbye to your world, your eyes meet with your mother's just before the end. As a huge Viking dressed in iron, could he be Sven? Cracked her head with his spear and threw her body to the side. You crawled, leaving a trail of blood, preferring to give your body to the fish, but you remember no more. Are you dead? But if you're dead, why do you feel the sore muscles of your body, or the heat from a nearby fire? How's that you can clench your hands, open your eyes, and distinguish the beams of a roof above you? If you're alive, who has saved you, why and how? So, it's a nice little place. Healer. Ah, you're awake. It's good to see you. You can still walk. You're lucky foreigner. Some god has watched over you. When they brought you here, you were more dead than alive. Who are you? How did I get here? Where am I? My head hurts. I do not remember. Okay. You have been close to death, unconscious for 2 weeks. Dosian fishermen found you near the coast, clinging to a plank. You're barely breathing, and your body was covered in wounds. They brought you here so that I would heal you. Dosinga? Then I am in Friesland. Are you the old sorcerer, the man who can cure all diseases? No, one man who could claim such fame. Well, one man only could claim such fame. People from around the world came in search of curses at his door. They were so numerous that came up the trail, but the man died a year ago. I am Abe, his son, a simple healer. A year ago, you say, damn, I've lost everything. This trip has been for nothing. Many like you have been here since the death of my father, leaving everything for the promise of a cure that I cannot give them. I'm sorry, but the skills of my father died with him. Do you know if the fishermen found more people? Maybe my mother's still alive. They brought only you here. I don't know more. You should go there. The village is near. You need to talk to Thonric, very good healer. Farewell. Okay. So, tab. Welcome to Vikings Conquest Reforged Edition. In the storyline, you start as a hero with an uncertain fate. Please read the following carefully because the gameplay varies slightly from Sandbox campaign. The story follows its own development path, and the decisions you make may affect the world around you in addition to standard game mechanics. This means you won't be able to freely join any kingdom or serve any king except when allowed to do so. The behavior of the kingdoms, especially those important to the story and in history, will follow the of historical events as much as possible. As a result, these kingdoms may not be destroyed if they were not defeated historically. Moreover, you won't be able to get rid of your companions, grant them fiefs, or make them vassals as long as you are playing the storyline. As many of your companions are important to many missions, it is critical that they remain a part of your warband. It took many months to build and research Vikings Conquest storyline, using historical sources, sagas, and deep love for Viking world. We do hope that you enjoy it as much as we did. So already war. So I'm actually gonna exit the game right now, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode of Vikings Conquest.